treats you the way it does. As a teenager, I used to be quite rebellious. In class one day, I threw an eraser at the teacher when she wasn't looking, and it hit her in the head at such an angle that she thought it was someone from the other side of the classroom and blamed them for it. I kept quiet, and I didn't own up to it. I would break scientific apparatus for fun, trip people when they were running on concrete and they'd fall flat on their face and break their nose. When I was doing these things, I felt like I was on such a high and I didn't want the rush to end. One day, my mischievous behavior came back to bite me. It was during lunchtime at school. It was drizzling that day, so there was no one else in the field besides my friends and I. And some imbecile behind me was throwing bricks around. We were standing in a circle, and we were plotting a devious plan which we were going to perform in the girls' bathrooms. As ideas were being thrown around, and amongst all the shouting, for a second, there was a moment of complete and utter silence. Then someone yelled, "Watch out!" Before I could react, a flung, massive brick pounced me on the back of my head. I kneeled from the impact, and for some unknown reason, I threw my head back, and as a result, the brick flew from my head and hit my friend in the face, just below his eye. He went berserk and ran across the whole field in agony. I was at a complete loss of what had happened. I slid my hand up the back of my head and I felt an inward bump. My fingers were slimy, and as I looked at my hand, it was completely covered in blood. I ran to the school office, and from there my friend and I were rushed to hospital. Upon our arrival, the first thing that the nurses said to us was that they couldn't assist us until our parents came to pay for the stitches which we so desperately needed. We were escorted to a room, and as I lay there, with blood gushing from my head, all that the youthful side of me could think about was, how nice it feels to have an ice cream. Our parents came, we were stitched up, and I felt like a brand new head had been attached to my shoulders. A couple of years later, I thought about all the malicious things I'd done to people, how badly I treated them, how I took pleasure in their pain. Then, all of a sudden, a tremendous amount of remorse came over me. I wanted to go back in time and apologize to them. I wanted to ask them for their forgiveness and tell them that I didn't mean to do it, and I just didn't know any better. At that moment, I realized that life treats you the way you treat others. I knew I learned a valuable lesson, and if I was going to live a fulfilled life, I'd have to treat people well. So I started to smile at everyone more. I would do favors for people without expecting anything in return. And as my attitude towards people and life changed, so did their opinion of me. I would receive compliments randomly. Girls that I liked would actually like me. My friends would speak highly of me to others. Think about your life and the way people treat you. If you're not satisfied with it, it's completely within your control to change it. What you put out to the world is what you'll get from it in return. If you put your best foot forward, the universe will reward you for your efforts. If you don't, a brick might just land on top of your head.